Arsenal 5-1. What the fuck?
It's a different.
Hmm.
All right, welcome back, world, to another episode of the Hollywood Kippax podcast. I'm your co-host with the co-host Alex Millers. Joining me, as always, is Will Lopez. Will, this Real Madrid result, was it to be seen, or are you surprised by it?
The way the way things ended, it was like we're used to it. Like, yeah, it hurt, but in my head, I was like, I knew it was gonna happen. I mean, if we go through the details of the game, I'll tell you exactly when I thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll be going through the result this whole entire match. We'll backtrack to Leighton Orient, and then we'll be looking forward to the weekend against Newcastle, which serves to be a tough match. Newcastle and City are both level on points, sitting outside the top four spots. But let's just get right into it. I'll say right off the bat that I was not expecting a win. Were you
Yeah,
expecting a win?
I was.
Okay.
Yes, especially after seeing the way the lineup looked. I was like, oh damn, we're using all the big dick 11. No, no,
Strong
no.
11, best
Yes,
11.
no, we used the our dream team,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was like, beautiful. We start Kevin. We're using Grealish. You know what I mean? And then the back, Ruben was back and all that. I was like, oh, we're great. This looks fucking great. And yeah,
I mean, that was a pretty ideal back line. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And also, one thing, too, is that I think Jack Grealish does give us more control on the ball. You know
yes,
what I mean? Like, you see how in that first half, like, I had no problems with the first half. City were taking their shots. We looked positive. You know what I mean? We had Real Madrid against the ropes.
yep.
And that first half was decent to me. But how much of this game was dictated by 45 minutes of good play and then about 5 minutes of absolutely god awful play? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Will, how are you tracking this game in the first half?
First half, 1-0, bro. Fucking Haaland. We were controlling the ball. It was overall a fucking. It was like a very even game back and forth. But and then Ederson looked fucking great in the fucking first half. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? The defenders, the way we were touching, very patient chess. They were playing chess in the first half.
yeah,
And once we got that little lob from Jack Grealish to Gavardio, does the double pits to Chesty straight to Haaland and then finishes it. I was like, we look normal again. You know what I mean? Like
mm-hmm,
we look like Manchester City from last season,
mm-hmm.
you know? And the way we held them off, the way these guys were covering Vinicius and Mbappe, I was like, dude, if we get another goal, we're gonna win the fucking game. You know what I mean? Because Real Madrid were missing a couple of pieces too, and the defense line was as worrying as ours. So in the first half, I was locked in. I was locked in, and then yeah, I don't know. How did you see it in the first half?
Well, like, so I'm at work, right?
Yeah,
So, and I'm a teacher, so I'm like going between different places and then sit back at my desk watching the match. But like the first 10 minutes, for 15 minutes of the match, City had the ball. Every time I went back behind the desk, I'm like, okay, it looks like City are coming out swinging. We're looking very positive from the jump.
hmm
And it looked like Madrid was on the ropes. You know what I mean? And going into this match, I didn't think we were going to get a win in this match, even though I didn't think Real Madrid was like all that good. But like they're certainly, I thought they were probably better than us. We just know watching this team for like the last 6-7 months, but then we get into this match and we're showing quality, and then we see it's like a flash of quality where it's like, oh damn. Maybe we can make a Champions League run. Like maybe this is like actually something we can do, and then Holland scores. To be honest, I'm looking at that goal and offsides. I don't know. it's to me it looked a bit offsides, but I'm not going to argue a call against me. But it's funny because I went to the restroom and then, or it was at lunchtime, and then I ran into my colleague who, and we were just like talking about that. It was like, I don't know. I think we might have gotten away with something there, but like, yeah, I don't know, like that. But we got a goal, and it was all met all checked all boxes. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll go up 1-0,
Yep.
and then towards the end of the half, you see Real Madrid start to come back in and take their chances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mbappe with that one that soared right over the top of goal, going before going into the half, and then
Yep.
we're cruising into the half 1-0, which against Madrid at home. So it's like, okay, maybe our eyes are not deceiving us. This is actually a quality team that could get the dub and can assuage some doubts that we've been having going into this game.
Hmm.
But then the second half happened. So
Yeah.
what were your thoughts about that second half?
Second half, man, the little set piece from Mbappe, from who was it that did that? Was it Valverde, Federico to Mbappe?
Mm-hmm.
And Mbappe totally whiffs that fucking shot. Totally whiffs it and hits it with a shin, and it does this little fucking spin, and it just froze Ederson, dude. It froze him. Like, usually, I don't know, man. I've seen a couple of games where goalies would fucking just react to whatever is being thrown. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, eh, Ederson does this little right stutter and then looks at the ball, and the ball is just like it felt like forever in the air. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
didn't even react to it. He just accepted defeat, and it was damn. That was fucking annoying, bro. Especially seeing the highlight of the kick. Like, he totally whiffed it.
Mm-hmm.
If Ederson would have stood 10 toes down, I think he would have just caught that like nothing. But I think he was just ready for such a fucking shot that even he was like, holy shit. He missed it, and holy shit, it's not a blast. It's just a fucking little floater, and it sucks to see that tie. I was at Applebee's. I was at Applebee's. I was with some homies, all Real Madrid fans, and it's just the slaps on the shoulder, the it's okay, the massages, it's
The
okay,
back.
it's
Oh
okay.
god.
I'm just like right there. And then the worst thing is that the bartender was a fucking Madrista too. So
Ooh.
they're like, oh, and there's some old guys like, who is that? Who is that? They're like, oh, it's Manchester City, sir. Oh, who's that? Who's that? I was like, oh, he goes, I only know Manchester United. I was like, oh my god, this is why I watch games by myself. You know what I mean, or
Yeah.
with the boys, because I was just fucking getting annoyed of everybody, dude. I was just like, oh, and then we get that fucking beautiful grace of God from Phil Foden getting rocked inside. I thought that was a fucking free kick from where it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that was a free kick. But when I saw Haaland grab the ball and set it down, I was like, ooh, 85th minute, dude. 85th minute penalty. You would think this is a a gift from the soccer gods, from the footy
The
gods.
footy gods.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And Haaland just buries it, takes Courtois on. And here is the part where I was like, fuck. Is when Pep takes out Kevin De Bruyne and takes out the Brazilian. Fuck.
Savinho.
Savinho. You know what I mean? And he puts in who the hell does he put in? Kovacic and somebody else. And the part where it really kicked me in the balls is when I saw Brahim Diaz coming in.
That was like seeing your ex. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, ex Brahim Diaz. I heard that name in a minute.
I straight out said, "Oh shit, this is not good." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even though everybody, why? I go, that's ex City player right there, and he fucking killed it in Milan,
Yeah.
and he's been doing good in the Real Madrid and La Liga too. And as soon as I fucking said it, what did they do? Somebody takes a fucking shot at Ederson. The rebound comes back. and Brahim Diaz just does this fucking beautiful kick that just nobody. It froze everybody. You know what I mean? The man, that needs to be a fucking shirt, dude. Our fucking defense just frozen, fool,
Yeah.
and the
Or
action
just or
happening.
just John Stones just watching John Stones just watching the ball like just like soar over his head. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
like
because nobody reacts. Like reaction needs to. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but when a rebound hits, you do your fucking absolute best to fucking put that trajectory somewhere else. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it comes to Brahim Diaz perfectly, and
That Ake save shot was that was second
oh,
half?
that was first half.
First half? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. Talk
we
about
didn't
that
mention
too.
that. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, Ake being my favorite defender,
Yes,
being capable of those things, big saves and big moments like
that
that.
was badass, dude.
Yeah,
And then Rico had his fucking moments too. Rico Lewis, when they threw him in, I was like, oh, awesome.
check. George, give me a heads up in the chat. We got George all up in the chat. George, tell me if you hear something. Thank you. Yeah, just slightly off.
Still nothing.
Still nothing.
Shit.
Okay.
Now what? Unplug it and plug it again.
Okay, we're getting a connection. Talk.
Check, check. 1 2 1 2.
All right, I think it's back. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Okay.
All right. So stoppage time, Bellingham scores. They do the dumb dance. Um, like I think I want to talk like Real Madrid as dumb as a team, and as much as I don't like them, they are a team that just knows how to win. Yeah, they just know how to win, and you know what? That sometimes is better than being a systems team like Manchester City. You know what I mean? Like City have a defined style of play. It's defined by Pep Guardiola. Vertical tiki taka, um, working into the channel, spreading the team wide, working into the box, passes, midfield domination and whatnot. But Real Madrid, they don't have a style of play, but because all they have is individual players that are fucking good and brilliant that can just make moments like that and big moments like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's nothing about them like if you ask Carlos Ancelotti, how do you guys play? He's just like, well, I have these players and we just try to make it work. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
And it does work a lot of the time. You know what I mean? And it's just like I hate that. I hate that. But honestly, you got to give them credit for it. Like they just know how to create goals. They don't get. They have a mentality with if they go down 1-0, they're not dejected. They could just claw back and find a way to win. You know what I mean? And with the City team, we have zero mentality. We as soon as we concede at any point, it could just be like a 1-1. You know what I mean? Like it just goes away. You know what I mean? So we instantly get instantly dejected. So this like the difference between us and Real Madrid is that like Madrid just finds a way to win and that's good enough. But us, if we're not dominating, we are down ourselves. We make stupid mistakes and we just start bleeding goals.
Yeah, the way we've been blowing leads is ridiculous, bro. Like it's really, really bad. And I was watching the little update from Big Steve,
Hmm.
and that fool says, "We are the gift that just keeps on giving." And I was like, "Damn, that's so fucking true." Because like as soon as I saw Kovacic do that little flick to the back
Hmm.
towards Rico, I was like, "No!" Oh my god, dude! And this fool fucking just takes off, does the little chip, and Bellingham finishes it. It's like, dog, why did I see that happening already before it even happened? You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like in my head, I'm like, oh no. Even the subs, I was like, why are we doing the sub? This is the classic Pep Guardiola fucking two subs and then we get fucked right after. You know what I mean? It was the classic, dude. So it was like, oh my god. But I mean, 3-2 is not a bad game, you know,
Hmm.
but it's not a fucking good game either, dude. So and now we have to go to Santiago Bernabeu
Yeah, with a goal down.
with the goal down.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Marmoush should have came in earlier. Marmoush should have came in earlier. Uh, Kovacic should have started. And are we hiding Kusinov now?
I still Kusanov's like still fresh and too young against him in a big bout like that. Maybe we see him in the second leg. But like I mean, we could like quarterback this or like Monday morning quarterback this like who should have started? He should have started. He should have been left off. He should have come on. But like honestly, it comes down to two things: our defense conceding and mentality issues, and just like even Ederson just like coming off of his line, you know what I mean? And just getting like chipped like that. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just like little stupid mistakes like that, bozo mistakes that what we're seeing these amount of goals being conceded, these types of goals being conceded. So like it's not a matter of personnel issues. We could throw out any team, any starting 11 against Real Madrid, and as long as we're all cylinders firing and not doing the silly mistakes, we could beat Real Madrid. And
Yeah.
that first half says that like should we saw a flash of it like this team could win. You know what I mean? This
Mhm.
team could potentially go far in the Champions League. But at this point, I don't think we get past that second leg. I think we lose in the second leg too.
Damn. Real Madrid at home is no fucking joke either.
Yeah, and like this is and the way we're playing right now with the holes in our mentality, like I just don't think I just think that this is like of all the trips that we're going to the Bernabeu, especially next week, I just don't see us getting a result there.
We were headed that way with a 2-1 lead, brother.
Of course, until we conceded, and isn't hasn't that just been the story of the season though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We thought that after a trouble winning season 4 in a row, that winning would just become a habit for us. You know what I mean? But now we're starting to see a typical City where every third game is a collapse and we just bleed goals. You know what I mean? Like no amount of issues being solved in like January, this last window, is going to change our fortunes in this season, right? Like we needed a full summer window of signings to change the tone of our season from last summer, but we didn't get any signings, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, we're going to be watching another horror show for the rest of the spring, and Champions League, zombie Champions League run. Yeah, no, I don't see us getting past it in the second leg.
Sheesh. Well,
We don't deserve it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like we don't deserve it with the way we're playing. We don't deserve, a run like this. You know what I mean? Like just because something's clicking in the Champions League, but like, yeah, I just don't see it at this point.
Damn, bro. That's crazy. I mean, we'll see. We're gonna have to see, bro. We need a fucking miracle at the Santiago Bernabeu. A miracle.
Yeah,
Because if it stays the same way like today, the condition that Real Madrid is in, we might have a chance, but we need to sharpen shit up, bro. We need we need heroes next week.
yeah, and I mean, who will that be? And that's maybe a good question. Who do you think? Who do you think could instigate a miracle and turn this depressing ship around?
I don't know. That's the thing, dude. We have too many people that we're looking at. You know what I mean? Like I could say Marmouche, but even he hasn't even scored a fucking first goal yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even Kusanov scored already.
Well, yeah, on a deflection, which we could actually get into right now
Yeah.
because we played Leighton Orient in the fourth round at EFL League One side. Probably made it look harder than it should have been. You know what I mean? It was a 2-1. You know what I mean? We got a late goal to move ahead in the FA Cup. But what were your thoughts about that, Will? About Leighton Orient?
We got kicked in the nuts first again, and then after that, it was very similar play to Kevin De Bruyne, like they did Gavardiol today. I don't know if they're practicing that a lot, but that little chip through pass over the defense line to Kevin,
Mm-hmm.
it was very similar to the one Gavardiol controlled down and gave to Halan. I don't know, man. That was very nice. And it was dope to see fucking Kevin score like that. And then I don't remember how the first. Oh yeah, the Kusanov goal. Boost of confidence. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
it was ruled an own goal, but technically it was a deflection off of Kusanov. So, yeah, I think that should definitely be ruled a Kusanov goal. So, in my book, it is a Kusanov goal.
From what I saw, it was. So, I mean, for those who had that bet, damn, they cashed out off a lucky ass Kusanov goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but overall, I mean, it was a win. They played very nice that day. I mean, compared to a fucking second division,
Third division.
third division team. Oh, okay, nah, that made it worse.
Well, no, Leighton Orient is a respected EFL side. You know what I mean? Like they're a London-based club, and that's the beauty of the FA Cup is that any team, lower division team, can give a
Yeah.
a team like City a run for their money.
Yeah.
We're not playing Premier League opposition. It was 1-1 until we got a late goal,
Yeah.
and that right there, like it was a tough game. It probably we should have steamrolled them, knowing that we are City and we are in the Premier League, but That's not how it's been going lately for City.
Yeah.
So like the fact that we're still in this competition, because if you look at it, so many top six teams got knocked out this weekend. Tottenham lost to Villa 2-1. Liverpool lost to Plymouth Argyle, who we play in the
Oh
next
yeah.
round. And then Brighton beat Chelsea 2-1, and then Bournemouth beat Everton 2-0. So, so Chelsea, Liverpool, and Tottenham are all out of the FA Cup. So, good thing is that we're not going to get Tottenham away. Not going to draw Tottenham away now. So,
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about that at this point. But Plymouth Argyle did beat Liverpool. But if you do look at that game, Liverpool did keep a lot of their best players back. So, like, Salah wasn't there.
Yeah.
Van Dijk wasn't there. Like, they just thought that this would be a dub, but then they go. So, and also a good thing too, no trouble for Liverpool. So that's good for us. You know what I mean? No,
Does that show that they want to concentrate on just the champions and the EPL?
yeah,
They didn't give a shit about that game.
yeah. I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
they thought that they'd get a dub against Plymouth, and without even like most of their senior 11 there, but like they want to lock down the Premier League, and they also want to lock down the Champions League. So
Mm. Yeah, no, that's something else, man. Fuck. Damn, this loss really has me down today, dude.
you look down. I was about to ask, are you okay, dude? Like,
It just really has,
are you okay, bro? Like, I was like you're like fidgeting, you're looking anxious. It sounds like you need a Pacifico, Will.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do. Yes, I
you-
do. I don't know. It just has me heartbroken, dude. Like the way, man, the way that let's see how the way I tried defending my team at Applebee's today.
Oh my god, dude!
I was like,
Like,
God damn,
it
dude.
really paints a scene. Applebee's, for all of our UK listeners, is a very chain restaurant kind. I would like so the UK will get this like Applebee's is like the US version of Weatherspoons,
Okay.
and Weatherspoons is the UK version of Applebee's.
Uh-huh.
And I have a story about Weatherspoons because I got shit faced in a Weatherspoons in Manchester with a pocket full of pound coins, and I was buying beers from a Weatherspoons, really
Uh-huh.
cheap beer, like Guinness for like £2, like £1.75. So like
Mhm.
I was like crushing those things in a Weatherspoons. So that's imagine like this UK guy going to Applebee's and getting super shit faced. You know what I mean? It's kind of like almost sad in a way, but whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just see you sad, a bunch of Real Madrid fans around you, like.
I was
You know
the
what I
only
mean?
City
Just like,
fan there.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. And I was just like, it's all good, man. Fuck it, you know. I was just, they're like, hell yeah, hola Madrid, blah, blah, blah. And then when I was leaving, they're like, what's wrong with him? He's mad. Look at him. And then the bartender's like, oh, it's okay. It's just a part of life. I'm like, oh my
oh,
head.
they start doing like the cliches, pulling out the cliche
In my
shit.
head, I was just like, I bit my tongue. Like I showed my friend I bit my tongue. I went, and he was like, don't talk shit to her, dude. I was like, I'm trying not to, bro. Like, I wanted to go off on everybody there. But I was just like, damn you, City, I love you so much, but you do this to me. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking let me down like that, you know? It was just, and it sucks for Haaland, bro.
I'm on 2 goals.
2 goals, bro. 2 goals against Real Madrid, and then and then the worst thing is we let down that beautiful fucking banner, the don't cry your tears out.
Stop crying your heart out.
Stop crying your heart out.
Which
And
is
then-
a reference to an Oasis song.
And then fucking Vinicius gets man of the match.
Which was like the worst outcome. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Vinny comes, he didn't score, but like he was man of the match. So so like yeah. But then again, he still doesn't have the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
the closest he'll get. But that's
but how was your son reacting? Was your son dunking on you?
Oh, he couldn't wait for me to get home. He was like, he looked at me. He was like, "Hey, Dad, how are you?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, hey, yeah, I love Madrid." I was just like, "Shut the hell up, bro. Shut the hell up." He goes, Brahim Diaz. Damn. I was like, "Oh God." I was like, "Yes." Like, it's like you keep walking and they just keep beating a dead horse, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, great. Well, I'm gonna go inside the garage and podcast about our loss today.
Yeah. See you later, son. I'm on a podcast. I'm going off to
You
my city podcast now.
know what I mean? It's just like
So, George has some reassuring words for you. Like,
Okay.
Will, this is why we are fans. This hurts. It's the passion, brother.
yeah, it is. It is. And then you go online and you see all the DMs. Fuck City, City, this, whatever fans. See you at the Bernabeu, like shit like that. Fucking idiot. I'm just like,
that was my mom. No.
Mom, why? That's funny.
But
That's
but
funny.
but like I'm glad I'm all my students are like Real Madrid fans, Real Madrid Barcelona fans.
Yeah.
And then every time they lose, I have to be like the club representative and like talk about like why our team lost and and it's like, bro, have you guys been watching City this season? This is typical City. Like if I told you before the game that if I was confident we were going to win, absolutely not. They were not confident to get the win. We showed some quality in the first half that I thought maybe we could do this, but no. But my lying eyes don't deceive me. They are very much. This is the same City that we've been seeing. They concede, bleed goals, and drop leads. You know what I mean? And it's really painful to watch, but like 4 in a row.
4 in a fucking row.
3 trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll act like I've been there and done that, as opposed to Real Madrid fans who haven't even been alive for most of their Champions League wins. So just saying. Yeah. But all right. So this sounds like a good time to remind you guys to follow us at Hollywood Kippax, KIPPAX, across all social media platforms. Hollywood Kippax official on Instagram and Hollywood Kippax YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. And we're also on Red Note at Hollywood Kippax as well for all of our Chinese fans. And so Will, anything you saw online on the internet, on the interwebs that struck you, found you interesting before we get into some city news?
Not really. Not this week. Damn. The internet soccer news has kind of been dead since the
end of the transfer deadline.
Yeah. Very, very quiet. But nothing much. Just today's game is the only thing that caught my attention.
Were you watching any of the other Champions League matches?
I did see the Juve match, and goddamn that Weston McKennie, he's a motherfucker. Dude.
Yeah,
that's a fucking player.
My students had PSG Brest on.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, PSG was obviously pumping them full of goals, so yeah, so it didn't really matter. But like, it's like, yeah, but obviously everyone was waiting for the Real Madrid City match. But so let's get into some City news, right? I got actually quite a bit of some City news to get into. So with the Leyton Orient results, okay, so there's 2 milestones for 2 players, right? So it was the 200th appearance for Ruben Diaz.
Not bad.
Yeah. And the 300th appearance for Phil Foden.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So Phil Foden, who's what, 22, 24 now? Around 24 now. 300 appearances for Phil Foden. So 2 milestones for 2 players, 2 City players.
That's cool.
Yeah. So in that Leyton Orient game, I think the buzz was the City sphere was a buzz with the fact that Nico Gonzalez was subbed off due to an injury concern, but was back in training on Sunday.
I saw that. He was actually on the bench for today too.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, that image they put online and that little video of them carrying him up.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Like he's like in a war. Like he was like
he looked fucking worried for his career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all right, that's good news. That's fucking good to hear.
Welcome to City, and where we had the best physio in the world. That is actually a fact.
Yeah.
Like rated #1 physio. I mean, like look at the fact that Holland's had his injuries, but obviously without a world-class physio, like Holland would be way more injured than he is. That dude gets stomped on. That kid gets like hit, like kicked in the shins all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
But thanks to City Physio, we get more of Holland. You know what I mean? So I mean, the Kusanov goal, you know what I mean? In all intents and purposes, that was a Kusanov goal. So that would be Kusanov's first goal for City off a deflection. So that's something to relish as well.
Fucking George says, "Man, I wish I had that Kusanov bet in a Pacifico."
Well, yeah, that's what I said. I had that bet and a Pacifico. A wash and cash with a Pacifico.
The way I read
Two
it is
two
funny.
good things. The way life's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So Oscar Bob, from reports in training, had an injury in training. Said to not be serious though.
Mm.
It's like imagine like me like I don't know like your car breaking down, but it's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
oh, okay. It's like oh what? Oscar Bob had an injury in training? Yeah, it's not serious. Okay, well good to know.
I think.
I think he rolled his ankles. What he heard that he
All
yeah.
right, man. I feel like our players are cursed. I'm just like I think of I think of Oscar Bob. I'm like I can't wait for him to come back. And then hearing this news, I'm like, fuck,
I mean,
man.
there's gonna be setbacks in anyone's
Yeah, of
recovery for that
course.
for a long time, but an injury like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like
And then seeing Rodri in the game,
yeah, I saw that
I was
too.
like, oh my god, dude.
Get me out there, dude. I would need to.
Our Avengers are fucked right now.
Yeah, yeah. So uh, one thing too that's interesting. This is more on the legal front of things. So City launched another associated party transaction legal challenge. So APT. We've discussed a little bit before on the podcast, and for all of our listeners, associated party transactions are sponsorship deals that involve the APT rules involve rules regarding sponsorship deals that are tied to a club's ownership. So, for instance, the Etihad Airways is a sponsor for City because, and their owners are also owners of Manchester City. You know what I mean? So this deals a lot with the 115. So City launched an APT challenge late earlier this year that really targeting APT was a lot of the challenge of the 115 charges is based around these APT rules that City violated APT rules.
Yeah.
They were successful in their APT challenge. In earlier in this year, the Premier League walked back its case against City, but they're launching yet another APT rule. And this only foreshadows the fact that we could be hearing a ruling about the 115 charges again this month, which is also it's a 2-year anniversary of the charges
Yeah.
itself. So let me ask this question then, I guess. So, Will, if we do hear about 115, what do you think it's going to be?
It's gonna be. Hopefully, it's just a fine.
I'm thinking it's going to be a fine.
Just a fine that we just throw some fucking money at them and shut up, and let's get over.
I mean, it's going to
this.
be a hefty fine. Like, I think it's like, I mean, we're talking about like hundreds of millions of pounds, like 200 million pounds. I would think, and that might make things interesting for the coming summer window and future windows, maybe the 2-3 windows out. But but honestly, like if it was just a fine, we're not relegated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but what's interesting is that a lot of our players don't have relegation clauses in their contract. So if they do get relegated, they're still City players. You know what I mean? Because a lot of Premier League players have relegations in their relegation clause in the contract. So if the team gets relegated, they can be released in their contract. But Haaland in his 9.5 blockbuster contract that he got, there's no relegation clause. So I think City's anticipating the 115 financial charges to be dismissed. So, and a lot of other teams are doing that. I think like United signed Omar Barada, who is the former sponsorship coordinator for Manchester City as their CEO. So I'm thinking that a lot of Premier League clubs are already anticipating this being 115. Then the charges sticking, maybe City just gets fined.
Hmm. Yeah. Hopefully it's just that.
Yeah. So moving on. Just recently, within the last week, there was an anniversary. So in 2020, Aguero won his record 7th straight Player of the Month award. Thinking back to our main man Aguero.
Yes. Yeah, there was some things that I heard that I read about today's game.
Really?
Yeah, that he said that there's no way in hell that Real Madrid can defeat Manchester City,
Yeah.
right? And then it said, if Manchester City loses to Real Madrid, I'm going to cut my testicles off.
Really? You said that?
And
Uh-oh.
then I was like, that can't be real. And then there was like people sending me that fucking that post.
That tweet?
Yeah, and I was like, uh oh.
Well,
And so
someone don't give him a knife.
right now when he said it, when I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that. That is something that we missed. I saw online, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he still kept him.
7 straight. Damn.
That's
Player that,
badass.
yeah. And I think I might have been when I went back to Manchester, that might have been the time that he was doing that in 2019, 2020. And it was back in 2020 he won his 7th straight. So yeah. I remember I saw him score a penalty. Yeah, I saw him score a brace. It was Aguero Sterling had braces, and then I forgot who else. I think Foden scored. I don't know. I forget. But anyhow, so let's see. Marmoush had his 26th birthday.
Damn, 26.
Yeah, he's. I mean, like typically, like City gun for young players, like 18 to 20, 30-year-olds. But Marmoush is kind of like, he's like in his prime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or approaching his prime. Like prime is typically like 27 to 29 is your prime. But yeah, he's has some age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
26 is not young, but not old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty prime. This might be hinting towards the summer window. So we signed Nico Gonzalez at the end of the transfer deadline, but there are rumors that City want to sign Andrea Cambiaso from Juve, midfielder from Juve in the summer window. Do you know anything about that? Will, hear anything about that?
I've kept hearing about that for like maybe the past month, but I haven't done my homework on him. I mean, I've seen him play, but I don't understand why that's such a big one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm not seeing something that everybody else sees, but yeah, that's crazy. That's good. I mean, we need it, dude. There's fools on the way out.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at that Real Madrid match, like, I mean, like Gundogan and KDB can't track back for defense. They're just old. You know what I mean? They're huffing and puffing, and they like can't track back. We need younger legs in midfield. That's something definitely that we need to target. We got Nico Gonzalez and see what if we can get Cambiaso, maybe Ederson from Atalanta. So a lot of these like Portuguese Italians that City are gunning for. So we'll see how that pans out in the coming summer window. So Hugo Viana, the incoming City sporting director, will not take over until the Club World Cup. So I'm not sure if you saw that photo online of him talking to Cheeky on the sideline. Cheeky Begiristain and Hugo Vania were on this were discussing. Cheeky's been the long time sporting director, City, you know what I mean? Barcelona, and now City, and but he's moving on. And Hugo Vania, who is the sporting director of Sporting Portugal, or will be taking over, but after the Club World Cup. So yeah, and then. I had to confirm this, but with the departure of Walker, KDB is the permanent captain, Diaz is the vice captain. Do you agree with that, Will?
Yeah. I mean that's he's our knight in shining armor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why not? And then for the next guy to be up, Ruben, makes sense.
Yeah,
I like that.
Okay, so let's see. Have I got anything else in my notes? No. All right, so that wraps it up. Any final thoughts, Will? Anything else you want to that picture in just besides Aguero wanted to cut his testicles off?
You could that shit goes. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh my god, he's probably like not even on streaming today or anything.
He's been streaming a lot. Yeah, he's like an internet personality now.
Yeah. So he's like, fuck, maybe if I stay offline, people are gonna forget. Like, fuck no. Oh my god. But yeah, no. I mean, other than that, just the game we have ahead.
Yeah, so we're talking about Saturday. We play Newcastle, verifying if that's home or away. But this is Newcastle that is level with us on points currently. Both City and Newcastle occupy the fifth spot. And um, yeah, and as we see, Newcastle humbled Arsenal in the EFL Cup
That's right.
in the League Cup 2-0. And so this is I mean, Newcastle's no joke. You know what I
What time
mean?
is that game?
It's this game is at 7 a.m. on Saturday Pacific Standard Time.
How come we never play like at 12 or at 10? It's always fucking early as fuck.
Well, 7 is not that bad, but like maybe
Usually
8:30.
Liverpool gets all the late games.
8:30. Yeah, that's true.
You
Well, I
know what
mean, because we're defending champions, so I guess we go on at a better slot.
Mm,
Yeah, I
okay.
think that's the reason. Oh, for England, not for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Will, what are your first blush? What do you think about this game?
Damn, another tough one. When we saw that image of our dates,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw that this month is gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
They weren't kidding. They weren't kidding. So
we're at home.
okay.
If that dictates anything.
Time to take the today's nasty taste out of our mouth on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because man, I'm already God. I'm already seeing another tie.
I'm seeing a tie.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this then. Let's do a score prediction first before our lineup. Okay. On the count of 3, say your score. Okay. 3, 2, 1. 1-1.
Yeah.
All right. We're seeing 1-1. Okay, so like to be honest, in my opinion, it's been really hard to predict these lineups. Like who's going to be out there at any given point. Do you think what kind of changes does you think Pep's going to make going into this game?
Man, I don't even know what this guy's doing anymore, dude. Today was like the most Pep Guardiola fucking lineup. I was like, there we go. Everybody, the band is back, you know?
Yeah.
But it can't be like that again. And Jack Grealish just got fucking hurt today. Again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, can't stay fit.
So I don't know what Jeremy Doku's fucking condition is like. I miss that guy now.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of him around in a while.
Yeah. So and then God damn it. Bernardo Silva he's just floating in the fucking goddamn wind now. Like I see nothing from that guy.
Yeah.
He's just there to pass and he's just a player. But give me
well, let's to give an injury report, right?
Yeah.
So well, we already saw Ake back. Doku potential return could happen this weekend.
Okay. Perfect time.
Yeah, and then Nico, as you said, is he's back in training. So potentially we have everyone back besides Rodri and besides Rodri.
Yeah.
So
okay. Then give me Savinho, give me Haaland, give me
I'll take Doku back if he's fit. We can play Doku.
Okay, if it's like that, then give me Doku, Haaland, and Savinho. Then give me. I don't think Kevin's gonna play, or maybe I don't even know, bro. Give me Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden. No, give me Phil Foden and Marmoush. Let's see how that goes. I would like to see that. Kovacic behind them. Gvardiol's fucking balling. He's good right now, dude.
Yeah, he's
very,
in.
Very good.
He's in.
Yeah, Ake, Ruben, and then Rico, dude. We need to stay consistent with Rico Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, because
Kovacic?
Yeah, Kovacic. Yeah, right in front.
Okay, so let me try to get that midfield more pegged down. I mean, if Marmoush plays, he's playing top left, I think. He's a wide forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in midfield, I think we see Foden, KDB, and I think maybe Nico Gonzalez.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could see Nico Gonzalez in that mix. Because who else would play in midfield like Bernardo Silva?
Gundo.
But no, Gundo's going to come off the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Foden, KDB, Foden, Nico, and then Doku, Haaland, and Savinho up top, and on that back line, I agree with.
We'll see, man. We'll see. It's back then, last season it was we were on deck with the predictions, man. But now it's like fuck.
I mean, he's really. I mean, there's nothing that's really clicking right now. It's just like, and you think that like for all the EA at Sports FC players, like you queue up FIFA, you playing as Manchester City, and you use KDB, Gundo, and Foden in in midfield. It's like, oh yeah, KDB and Gundo. Oh hell yeah, we should rock their shit. But that's not the players that are playing right now. They're like literally like just not themselves. You know what I mean? They're just like old, slow dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, it's not like prime. We're dealing with prime KDB, prime Gundo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, we're hopefully we don't get FIFA like we did against Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Like, it's just be bullshit. But like, who? So we said 1-1. Who scores for Holland? Holland.
Yeah.
Who scores for City and who scores
Haaland
for
will score for Haaland.
Holland? Who scores for Team Holland? And
Yeah,
then
no, I see Haaland scoring.
Newcastle, Gordon, Tony G goal,
Or Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah, either one of those.
Okay. So, it is at home. We'll see maybe who could get a late goal. If it's a 1-1, something tells me that we could always get a late goal, but who knows? Maybe Newcastle finesses us at the end.
Yeah. Oh man.
Put that out in the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, so we're saying 1-1. That was our lineup. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
So all right. Reminder: follow Hollywood Kippax official across all social media platforms. Hollywood Kippax official on Instagram. Hollywood Kippax on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Will, any final thoughts before you sign off?
Yeah. Fuck Applebee's.
But I've never seen you like this, dude. It's like
it broke my spirit,
bro. And damn, I've never seen someone this good.
Those wonton tacos aren't even that good.
Oh my god. It'll be okay, Will. It'll be okay, man.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just mad.
You're just sad, dude. I was about to give you one of my antidepressants, dude. I was like, dude, you need one of these, my guy. So
help us, Pep. We know you're watching. Please, come on.
Oh god, I don't know. I think Pep needs his antidepressants too. But anyhow, this is the podcast your girlfriend tells you to not worry about.
No.
And this is a podcast of sports, the best team in the land.
The best team in the world.
Come on, City.
Come on. Please. Please. Oh, God. I want those testicles.
I want my testicles. I want my testicles. Good night. Cheers.
See you next week.
Bye.